Hey everyone, my name's Cecilia, and this is how I landed 4 offers from remote companies in 45 days. So I did a part 1 post on LinkedIn that ended up going viral unexpectedly. So this is going to be mostly focused on part 2 and other additional recommendations and tips that I have for people who are trying to land an interview. So first up is cover letters. I know this is a bit of a controversial topic, but I always included them, and this is one of 2 instances where I used ChatGPT, the other being competitor research. So what I did was I fed ChatGPT my resume along with a couple of the JDs so that it had a framework and a baseline that I could work from. From there, I actually completely dissected it and really focused on the number of years that I'd worked both as a marketer and then specifically as a product marketer, just because that was really important in a lot of the jobs that I was looking at, and then added in bullet points. So I know that I could have, prompted ChatGPT to break things into bullet points, but it was something that I thought was valuable for me to do myself so that I was really solid with my numbers and I knew what I was talking about going into every single interview. This brings me to my next topic, which is metrics. Everyone should have metrics on hand that you can showcase to show your value. Even if it's really high level, like the growth of your company or it securing a funding round or whatever it is, make sure that you have something that you can talk about that you achieved and helped your company achieve. If you didn't keep track of these metrics while you were at the company and you've now been out of work for a little while, then I recommend reaching out to former colleagues or bosses to see if they can actually help you out with anything. That might be a good way to get some numbers concretely that you can share and showcase. This is also a great way to bring it into the interview, which I'll cover in another video in the future. So there was one instance where I landed an interview through a cover letter, but the application was actually an email-based application. But I did want to highlight the importance of the cover letter for me and also my methodology of basically having one master document where I had all the different variations of my cover letter. So anytime I saw a new JD that kind of hit different elements of what I could bring to the table, I was able to actually, piece it together like a Frankenstein, and it made the process a lot smoother. It's also a way to bring in the strategy of research. So, researching the recruitment team or the hiring manager or whoever it is that you're going to address the cover letter to is also who you would do the LinkedIn outreach connections to. So my next tip is to actually make sure that you've got your recommendations all set up. So this is a good way to almost preempt references and to show good faith on your part. So reach out to people that will give you a really strong reference, whether that's, a boss, a colleague, or, a direct report. Whatever it is, just go ahead and almost anticipate the fact that you're going to get references, and it's a good way of really showcasing your value. Someone did actually have an even better idea where he actually did video references, which I thought was genius. So he actually had like a wall of video references for him, and I'm going to steal that. So from there, the next tip that I have for you is this portfolio. So this is hitting back to what I talked about in part 1, where you should have, a portfolio on hand. I didn't make a website. If I had gone into April without landing a job, I would have created a website. So this portfolio, it basically shows, high level categories of projects that I was responsible for or helped to, launch, and then actually links directly to them along with a couple of little explainers. So this was actually something that was very valuable and helped me land the job that I ultimately chose. In terms of application tracking, so a couple people asked for this. I'll include this in the link in the comments. But this is, a template that I use to basically see every single company that I apply to, could link to both the company for research if I landed an interview, as well as directly to find the link to the job description, so that it was easy for me to pull up and I didn't have to go hunting around for it. So for example, this is what mine looked like. I'm not going to show you the name of the companies that I was talking to, but this is basically what the template looked like and helped me keep track of all the different interviews I was talking and all the different people I was talking to along with the task. So hopefully this is all helpful to you. If you have any other questions, just let me know. I know that it's a really tough market out there, and I have a different experience, I think, than a lot of people in the market right now, but it was still extremely confusing and very stressful because I kept seeing conflicting bits of information. And so I really wanted to show my real example of what worked for me. It might not work for you, or you might do this in tandem with networking or any of the other tactics and strategies out there. But I just wanted to be very transparent about what helped me so that I can hopefully pay it forward. So let me know if you have any other questions, and thanks for listening. Bye.